I want to revisit Billy and Brenda with the faucet that just fell off.
Okay.
Okay, I went over there.
Oh, you did go.
I did go and take a
I'm
look.
glad you dropped everything you were doing and got right
I-
over there
I
in that
did.
week and a half. That
So they called
transpired
me
between when they called.
Tuesday. Yes, they called me Tuesday. What was it? Friday. And by the time I dropped everything I was doing,
Which was nothing.
I got to get over there. Well, we were very busy doing this, and
Oh,
then we
yeah.
had editing to do.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So
By that time, everything you did just dropped off.
yeah, all the stuff fell off.
Maybe it will have fixed itself by then.
You know that I don't think is going to happen.
Well,
I
maybe,
don't
maybe
think
they
that's-
would have run out of water by then.
No. So I went and visited this, and I
Okay.
figured, okay, as we discussed, it's a cap that screws onto the top of the hub, and I said, okay, I'll bring, a nice pipe wrench. I'll go over that. I even brought some pipe tape. Pipe tape, a screwdriver, a hammer, and duct tape. You
What
really
about a
should.
pipe wrench?
No, I had a big pair of pliers.
Oh, okay.
Mondo-sized pliers that can engulf the thing. This way they're adjustable.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they've done to this thing. So I started having this conversation with Brenda. It's like, okay, Brenda, look, these things don't just fall off. What happened, really? Well, Billy was trying to clean the carpeting. Okay, so apparently he's trying to hook up
So he switched to a
a
towel?
shampoo. I guess maybe he was using the sprayer to hose the carpet down and then vacuum it. That's the way to clean. But he's cleaning the carpeting. So,
But that still doesn't explain it.
well, no, it doesn't. It
doesn't.
But it's an excuse. At least they took ownership.
Well, you're moving in the right direction.
Exactly. They at least took ownership because it's now. Remember, questions, probing questions. We're trying to get to what happened here because this thing just doesn't pop off.
You know what? It's funny you mention that because I had received a call from the lady that manages our stuff in another area than our
That's right.
closer
Yeah,
property
yeah,
management.
very well said.
And,
Very good.
in that
no
area-
editing necessary.
In
there.
that area, it is an urban area.
Area A.
It's a nice urban area. It's got a lot going
Area
for it.
51.
But it's definitely
Well, you're close.
a blue collar working class area. And
Continue. We're listening.
got
That's
a
right.
call, and
Space
the
for
radiator
aliens.
fell over.
The what?
The radiator
The
fell
radiator
over.
fell
in
The
the
over.
cast
bedroom.
iron radiator that could weigh as much as 80 to 110 pounds.
Probably about 125.
Okay, so yeah, just fell over.
Just
So
fell
you
over.
See, it's very relevant.
And,
These things
and
happen.
then,
Right.
and then
I'm waiting for this fireplace to just
we better
fall
move.
over.
and they had to shut the water off to the boiler because it just kept going.
Yes, it would.
And the guy doing the HVAC work, who happens to be my brother-in-law, says, "Yeah, I think the kids were screwing around with it. I think one of them tied the other kid to it or something." And yeah, and I said to
So what was kid number 2 a horse, and kid number 1 who was tied to the radiator
Well,
a buggy?
it was one
and
of
they were
them,
doing
like-
like the Lone
it was
Ranger
one of them like
Tonto thing?
4-inch wide radiators, so it's narrow.
Yeah, they're lean.
So it's got a narrow
Yes,
foot.
it does.
But it's
Tall.
it's under the window.
That's right.
But yeah, they knocked that over. Never had that happen other than when got a house stripped for copper. Funny,
that
it was
goes- that
funny
goes-
it was the same house too.
Oh,
But
so-
anyway,
Maybe it was the same kids.
no,
They knew it was easily removed.
It was a good 20 years difference.
Oh, well, they're
But
older now.
anyway,
They're
um,
more creative.
she said there's no way she was paying for that. And I instructed Chrissy, I said, Chrissy, you and I both know they don't just fall over. She says, yeah, I know. I don't know what the heck they were doing. I said, well, could you please, collect Heater Dave's bill for whatever that was? And she says, well, I'll try, but she's going to be giving me a bunch of crap about it. Well, I was talking to her the other day. She says, yeah, she came in and paid, and she was screaming and yelling that it wasn't fair and it wasn't right. But apparently, she did recognize that radiators don't just fall over.
No,
That's right.
No more than caps of faucets
That's
just
right.
fall off.
No.
However,
Well, maybe the kid graduated from toppling dressers.
I think so.
You know?
He grew up,
Right.
advanced.
Well, I guess when they were playing horse and buggy, and he tied his brother to the dresser, he realizes the dresser moves.
That's right.
You want an object that's not going to move, so you tie him to the closest thing that has girth and weight and anchorage. I would have thought radiator, a door,
You know,
doorknob.
you try to be proactive with these things, but there's just some things
Oh, no.
you can't even envision.
No, they're far more creative than us at times. No doubt about it. They can think of things and ways to ruin stuff and break stuff we never have thought of. But it's good. It's fodder for books and material.
I still haven't had an alligator, thank God. Don't want an alligator.
Don't want an alligator.
Now, the shooting was enough. That put me over the line. That was enough.
So I asked.
But my shooting, the guy died. Yours, he did die.
No, he did not die. He no, he did not die.
Yeah, mine, he killed himself, unfortunately.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
a shame.
that was That,
Hate when that happens.
yeah, that threw me for a bit.
Yeah. Were there any bullets left behind?
I didn't even go in for the cleanup.
See?
Denny went in for the cleanup, and more power to him. I'd say, sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a whole nother story. We'll get back to that. Because, yeah, it's always fun when you go back into the scene and there's actually
I don't want to go into the scene.
bullets.
You mean holes?
No, bullets. The real.
Oh, the casings.
No, the.
Oh, they dropped. They dropped them trying to reload them.
Let's just call it unused product.
Okay.
It's still sitting there on the floor. Like, yeah, they weren't done. That's why he was able to leave the place, albeit on a stretcher, but nonetheless, they hadn't completed their mission. So Brenda admitted, so we're back to, they're starting to fess up that Billy was at least trying to clean the carpet. So the only thing I can think, there's these the portable dishwashers that you
Yes.
hook up
Right.
to a sink,
There you
Yep.
go.
right?
Yep.
And I'm
But you
thinking,
hook that up to the spigot. You don't take the valve off.
hey, look, we're just trying to get in the ballpark here.
That's right.
Trying to get some general idea of how the faucet fell off.
Cleaning the rugs, trying to save you money again. Okay, continue.
I'm just trying to be a wonderful customer.
There you go, another customer.
Another
satisfied customer.
Satisfied customer. And I tried putting this cap back on, and when I was looking at the thing, it looked like something a saber-toothed tiger had really used as a chew toy. Because
Threads were a little boogered.
the threads were boogered, the outside was boogered. It went back on.
With a whole roll of Teflon tape. or
I
half a
had to
roll?
use a lot of Teflon tape.
And to keep it from leaking.
But the problem with Teflon tape, there's a lot of water pressure there. Okay?
That's why you use Teflon tape.
Well, the problem is if you use too much Teflon tape, you no longer have threads intertwined. You just have it slipped over slippery Teflon tape, because there's a reason they call it slippery as Teflon. So when you turn the water on, what happens?
You get a balloon.
I guess you didn't tighten it down enough.
I tighten it as far as you can tighten it, because again, if you tighten it too much, what happens?
Strips the threads
It
off.
strips the threads, it cracks the cap. Lots of bad things happen. So you don't over tighten the thread.
God forbid to buy a new faucet.
Settle down there. We haven't used duct tape yet.
Yes.
When you've exhausted duct tape, a hammer and a screwdriver, and it's not fixed, we can consider buying a new product. Remember,
Project source only.
we're frugal.
You're gonna splurge on a project source.
I mean, Gorilla Glue is out of the question here.
It wasn't yet. It wasn't.
Well, you know what? It's a toss-up between your Teflon tape fix and the Gorilla Glue fix versus a new Project Source faucet. I think you get the same amount of time out of each option.
There you go.
Well, then again, you have to say to yourself, okay, once this thing's repaired, what's the life expectancy of the repair?
As good as a project source.
Because if Billy's gonna shampoo the carpets again, he managed to pull a brand new one apart.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was new?
It was not
Yeah.
old. Yeah, no, I replace it often and frequently
There you
enough.
go. He's got to move that carpet a lot closer next time.
Don't you have an outside garden hose you could use?
Yeah, you know, strangely enough, there is. If just outside their apartment, down the sidewalk, around the side, we have installed an outside spigot. Primarily to clean the parking lot, but I've noticed some folks think it's also a quick stop to you get a bucket full of water and splash it on their dirty car. To which we had to decide, okay, maybe we want to turn the spigot off on the inside and only let the tenants use it when they want to clean the parking lot or the garbage cans. I don't feel like,
Rather than the neighborhood.
yeah, I didn't feel like starting a car wash just yet.
Well, they started it. You
Don't you
finished
have
it.
common laundry?
I,
Don't you have common laundry? They could do a laundry service there too.
you know, well, we do. There's a laundromat in the basement.
Yeah, they could do a side
You
There
know,
you go.
side hustle to help pay rent.
That's right.
Hey, you know,
Wash
I
the
never
cars
thought
while they're
about
washing the car.
Billy could have a bucket that's, hey, you know what? He's always interested in shoveling
We
snow
had a lady that did
for a
that.
couple extra bucks. Have set up a car wash. Saturday morning, drive up only. Drive up only, quick bucket, a wash, no dry, no towel. Just, we're gonna get the dust off. If you need your rims done, pull into the parking lot.
And if you want to do laundry, bring laundry with you.
You can have laundry done while he's detailing your car, right? $5 a load. We have the
It's all on
cheapest
Bob.
laun-
He's paying.
We have the cheapest laundry in the town.
I know.
We do.
Because Bob's paying for it.
No, we're not. It's coin operated.
Oh,
But the
okay.
water for the car wash, that would be free. But I'm sure Billy's gonna charge us something for that.
Next door lemonade stand.
Boy, the opportunities here are
I know.
growing exponentially.
Yeah, leaps and bounds.
I tell you what, we could have Brenda set up a lemonade stand, because you come out and it's like a landing to a short staircase. She could just
Oh.
set up shop, put a sign right out there.
Wasted space.
Lemonade. Right in front of you will buy your house has this sign. She could just slap that lemonade sign right out. Right
Use that sign as a lemonade table. Yeah,
I'll
come
tell you
on.
what, you got the balcony and everything.
Jeez.
Water, buckets of water. Billy will wash your car, have a lemonade, do your laundry, pull it into the parking lot, get it detailed.
Get the rims done.
I tell you what, there's a little one of those quick mart type places.
I think so.
Right across the street, you go do some shopping. There's a little deli on the corner. Get a hoagie for lunch. Man, you are hooked up for the day.
Fire up the smoker.
Stop
You're
shopping.
ready to go.
I tell you what.
Wait till he tries to fix the stove.
It's settled down. We don't let them touch that.
What do you mean?
No.
He's cleaning carpets. Hey, Brendan might be
No,
transitioning
okay,
him
so
into
look.
be the modern male.
No, let's understand.
Who's going to be cooking, cleaning, taking the initiative.
You know what?
I mean, it sounds like a Harvard graduate case study right here.
I'm telling you what. Who knew the talent this guy had? What is he doing renting a unit from us?
I know.
He's an entrepreneur and he doesn't even know it.
He's in training.
That's what it is.
That's
Because
what it is.
here's the thing.
Brendan's got him set on the right path.
I don't really know, one, if the carpets got cleaned.
Well, they did with all that
Well, you know
water.
they got wet.
No, the kitchen floor got wet.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, the carpets are still
Oh, they're in another
they're
room.
in another room away.
Oh, okay.
So, depending now, so I don't know if they got cleaned, and if they did, how clean did they get? The cap on the faucet hub, we know that was removed,
Right.
and we know when you turn on the faucet, you do get enough pressure to create
At least you need a towel.
You do need a towel to receive to keep it from hitting the
Are
ceiling.
every one of your new move-ins getting a set of towels?
No, but that's a good idea. You know what?
In case
I could. You
it
know, this
happens
is a
again.
great idea.
I know.
This could be a rental benefit. You could say
I mean, they don't have to be new towels, but I mean,
Just towels.
in case it happens
I
again.
know.
because, yes, this is. You know what? You always talk about how to upsell your units, right? You always come up with like, we'll give you, air conditioning units for the windows. We can upgrade, the fans. we can give you one that works.
Now you're really smart.
Well, remember, we're cost conscientious. We're frugal. So we don't just go buy new stuff if we don't have to.
We might call you cheap.
That's not cheap. It's cost conscientious. We're trying to run a...
I don't mind spending money, but I kind of spend the money on the things they can't break.
Okay. They can break anything. You just told us they turned over a cast iron radiator.
Yeah, but that came with the house.
I'm
I
telling
didn't
you what,
have that.
if they can turn that over, they ain't nothing in the house they can't break.
Well, they could break it, yes, but you try to limit it. You know,
Yes.
what the damage that can be caused.
So,
Definitely want to give somebody some nice stuff, but
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you ever notice those lights in the ceiling that have the globes on them, and you walk into your apartment
They're
a year
gone.
or two later,
they're gone.
there's no globe,
Yeah.
and there's a bulb hanging up there.
And here when you ask the question, here it comes. What happened to the globe? I don't know.
Well, no, this is the answer I've gotten. Well, the light was out, and we went to go change it, and we unscrewed it, and we couldn't find a bulb. When we got a bulb, we lost the other pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do we do now? They all get those LEDs that are flat screen. No bulbs to change.
No bulbs.
But you know when they overflow the
But they
bathtub
don't have a-
upstairs and it gets into that thing,
Yeah.
they turn all kinds of funky colors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they start smoking and
And
everything.
they don't have a ceiling fan with them.
Thank God, no. Dust collector, dust spreader.
Yeah, well,
I call them grease spreaders
yeah.
if they're in the kitchen.
Yeah. See, that's one of those things.
Now, we don't need a grease spreader.
Yeah, I
We need
just
dust
want to
collector.
create moving air.
You mean dust?
Yeah, well, you
You
call
mean a
it.
dust spreader? No, we don't need any of that. Yeah.
I call it fertilizer.
Now, you just put vinyl plank in and skip the ceiling fan and there's less dust.
Oh, see, vinyl plank. We'll talk about that one day. That's probably.
I know it's not used cheap carpet. I'm sorry.
No. Boy, we have so many things to discuss. I'm taking mental notes here. We're going to get to all this stuff
All right.
because we have.
Is this going to be on the paddle down the creek with the GoPros?
We'll decide. We're gonna.
I can't wait to see Tony video you getting the kayaks down the little thing off of Landshore Road here by the bridge. He's gonna slip and get right in.
Ah, come on.
That's gonna be great.
I still have some of my athleticism from my youth. I played pickleball often and frequently. So
And you were a baseball player in high school, were you, Bob?
all of that, yeah.
So he knows
You're
how
a
to
great
slide.
pitcher.
Yeah.
You could have went pro, I think, you know.
Here we go with the Ted Bundy 4 touchdowns at Polk High.
MVP 1960.
Yeah, 1962, 4 touchdowns at Polk High. Yeah. All the people on that field have long since deceased. They don't know who I am.
Well, you brought up Ted Bundy, so there you go.
Yeah. So, I attempted to repair this.
Yep.
The faucet.
Teflon tape,
Yeah.
crammed it on there, cranked this thing down, wrenched. It's just spinning.
Oh, stuck there.
It's spinning. And I'm looking at
It's
it. I
not
turn the
bad.
water on, the water drips out. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I don't know, you try all the things. Less tape, flop the tape down, tighten it a little more.
Did you involve a welder with this?
No. You're dealing with water.
Well, you can turn the water off before you start
Yeah,
welding.
it's got to wait for it to dry. Plus, this stuff does not take to a torch. It's light aluminum. It doesn't heat up. It melts and contorts.
Oh, good. It'll seal the leak.
I did think about a heat gun because a heat gun can regulate the amount of heat, and then you can put this whole thing back. Yeah, I finally got to a point. I'm just looking at it, saying, "Okay, here it is. We're gonna have to buy a new faucet."
I can't believe you said that.
So I finally had to say to Brenda,
Project Source?
you know what? I call up Alfonso. Fonzo, go over to Brenda's, replace the kitchen faucet. And after that, I'm done with it.
And you just get the bill.
And we pay him, And eventually I get a receipt from him. Eventually. I still haven't gotten a receipt. But fortunately.
But you paid them.
No, not yet. I'll meet him tomorrow to take care of him.
Okay.
Yeah, so, in conclusion, to wrap up the story of the faucet that just fell off. In conclusion, the moral of the story is, if your faucet just falls off, make sure you have a hand towel handy. Keep the
And an
water.
understanding landlord
That's another.
that will get there right away
Right.
to solve the problem.
I did. It only
Took
Tuesday.
2 weeks.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Yeah, 5-day turnaround.
Look, I asked her originally how much water's leaking. Not much. It only really comes out hard if you turn the faucet on. So don't use it. It's only a few
Use the
days.
hot water.
No, I think it leaked out of hot water because it's a center hub.
Yeah.
Either one, both. So if you want to use it as a shower, turn them both on, a little more hot. So as it comes
Yeah.
off the ceiling, it's got that rainwater spout. It's warm water
Yeah,
on
you
your
don't want to
head.
take cold
And one
shower.
could go downstairs and they get a twofer.